Dr. Levine getting this role and what it means for the Commonwealth.
Well, I think, well, it must be stated that I am not aware of a single public official that has received more vicious, cruel, personal, and cutting comments and attacks than Dr. Levine has endured over, the now 10 months, 11 months of this pandemic. Disagree with her choices, disagree with how she, conducted herself, but the level of vitriol and venom that was directed at her is at least unprecedented, even in already cruel times. So to me, it's I'm so proud of her to be chosen to this great honor. It actually reminds me of like one of those 80s movies where somebody who's bullied, somebody who's treated so terribly, ends up being elevated, and that's what happened. Dr. Levine served the Commonwealth, and now is going to serve the nation in her capacity. So again, you don't have to agree with anything Dr. Levine did, but I just wish we could agree that we should celebrate anyone and uplift anyone, regardless of who they love or how they identify. And I'm proud of Dr. Levine, and I just wish her the very best in this next momentous chapter in her life.
As far as Pennsylvania's pandemic response, how good do you feel about where we're headed next and about our ability to handle what comes next without Dr. Levine?
There is no decision that's not a tough decision when you're trying to balance lives and livelihoods. And you're going to have people, no matter which way you go, that will attack you or criticize you or come after you. So I think the governor understands what needs to be done and will continue to make the appropriate decisions. Our health department is very well staffed, and I'm quite confident that the governor will appoint a worthy successor to Dr. Levine. And that's not what I'm concerned about. What I am concerned about is that we will continue to partner with the federal response. For the first time, we'll have a true federal leadership position when Joe Biden is inaugurated, and we will begin to start cutting this virus down en masse, which is really the true enemy of every Pennsylvanian.
And I know you don't speak for Dr. Levine, but you probably know her better than I do. Do you think this gives Pennsylvania a leg up in terms of our response, to have someone in there who knows what we experience as Pennsylvanians and who has seen our response up close and personal?
I think Dr. Levine's humanity will give every American a leg up in understanding exactly what it's like to be on the front lines of this awful pandemic. And the lessons and her experiences, I know will pay dividends to every American in the role that she will serve, for sure.
Awesome, man. Any final thoughts about Dr. Levine and moving on and what comes next?
I just wish her my very personal best, and congratulations.